Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out the Mickelson Twins AI Publishing Academy, all right? Maybe you landed on this website, maybe you saw an ad, social media, whatever it is, and you're wondering, what is this all about? So I'm going to review AI Publishing Academy for you so that you can decide for yourself whether this is the good strategy for you to maybe make some money online, okay? Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, go ahead and click the link below, and I'll send you my favorite strategy straight to your email. Now, on this channel, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online, all sorts of different business models, everything from Amazon FBA to dropshipping to affiliate marketing to MLM, for example, right? A lot of different courses, tons of different free and paid websites, a lot of different strategies, and some of them are great, and you can potentially make big full-time income. A lot of them though very difficult and they pay very little money, and some of them are just straight up scams. So let's take a look at AI Publishing Academy by the Mickelson Twins to find out what this is really about, all right? And then you can make a good decision for yourself. Now, Mickelson Twins have been around for a long time. They've been in the Amazon ebook and audiobook publishing business for many, many years. And their original course was actually called Audiobook Income Academy, or they changed it to Audiobook Impact Academy, all right? So the reason why I bring that up is because a lot of that is actually retained inside of AI Publishing Academy. So essentially, AI Publishing Academy is just a slight revamp of their original course creation, which was Audiobook Income or Impact Academy, all right? So basically what they're going to teach you how to do is they're going to teach you how to self-publish or create or become a self-published author, right? And create ebooks and audiobooks and basically put them onto Amazon, essentially, okay? So you're going to learn how to do that, how to publish it, and then you can basically sell it on the Amazon platform, and you're going to be able to start generating income that way, all right? So that's essentially what it's all about. So how does this actually work, all right? So let's just kind of go through this right now. It says, discover your roadmap to an automated Amazon business with our beginner-friendly self-publishing course, okay? And I want to talk to you about automated because, you know, we have to see how automated this actually is, okay? So I'm going to scroll down here, and you can see they've got thousands of members. They've been around for 7 years, right? So they've been around for quite a long time, okay? And essentially, this is what you're going to learn. So lots of testimonials right here, all right? And you're going to be able to figure out whether this is right for you or not. Okay, so what do they start off with? So first of all, if you're an absolute beginner, you're probably not an author right now, right? They start off with niche selection. So which type of book should you write about? What niches are profitable? What are not so profitable? Where should you focus your attention on? Okay, the second thing they talk all about is book creation. How do you create your book? All right, so in their original training, which is called Audiobook Income Academy, they taught you all about outsourcing. So the thing about the Mickelson Twins is they're very, very big on outsourcing, all right? They don't expect you to write the book yourself because some of these books can be pretty long. We're talking about 25,000, 30,000 plus words on your book. That's a lot, right? And not everybody's a good writer, okay? So they focus heavily on outsourcing. How do you find a good ghost writer to write stuff for you? All right, you're obviously gonna have to pay for that. Unfortunately, one of the things is they don't cover that, right? So it's gonna cost roughly about $1,000, $1,000 to $1,500 to hire a ghostwriter to write the book for you. All right. Then they talk all about audiobook production. Okay, how do you actually create the audiobook? How do you you have to hire a narrator as well. So you can narrate the book, or you can hire a narrator. Roughly about $500 there. Okay, so not super cheap, not super expensive. I mean, it is a full book, so you do have to pay someone for their time to write the book. Okay, and then you have to publish it on Audible. So how do you publish it on Audible? And then all the promotional strategies. Okay, how do you promote your book? How do you pay for Amazon ads? Right? You need a little bit of a budget for Amazon ads. How do you promote your book on social media, right? Maybe some email marketing, things like that. And then how do you scale your business? Okay, so and then the difference is with AI Publishing Academy, the real main difference here is that basically they take everything that they took from their original course, okay, which is Audiobook Income Academy. They kept all that. They haven't changed any of that. The only thing that they've done with AI Publishing Academy is they've added this AI side where you can now use paid AI tools to help you to do a lot of the writing, okay? But the reality is that with AI, unfortunately, you can't go out there. They won't write you a fully unique book because AI, even things like ChatGPT, they take a lot of stuff from the internet. So there's a lot of plagiarizing going on, all right? So you have to understand that there is a limit to AI. They can help you to write, some things, but can they help you to write an entire book from start to finish? No, not really, okay? So they have a slight AI twist where you can create some automation, but the reality is that, a lot of it will not be 100% unique. So it can help you get started, but you still need to outsource part of your book writing, unfortunately, okay? But AI tools these days are pretty powerful, and it can help you to do a few different things slightly more. So it won't be 100% automated, so you can't push a button and it's not going to write the entire book for you. I mean, if that was the case, publishing would become super easy. It will help you in your process, but it's not going to do all the work for you, okay? So that's essentially what AI Publishing Academy is. It's an AI angle on the original audiobook income academy, all right? That's essentially what it is. So what do you actually get? Okay, so the program itself is it's a $6,000 program, all right? So it's not super cheap, unfortunately. It's actually a very expensive program, I would say. I think most people won't be able to afford $6,000. They have financing options available. It's $1,500 over a 4-month period, okay? So $1,500 every month for the next 4 months is their financing option that you can check out if you want. So there is, modules. There's a Facebook group for you to, get together with the community. They've got lots of templates. They have live training. And they've got great support. Okay, so it is a very detailed training program. The Mickelson twins have done a very, very good job of doing the training. The support is really, really good. So not too bad, okay? And they have a refund policy, but it's only 3 days, okay? So it's a very short refund policy, or they've got a 1-year policy, but the caveat here is you must have written a 25,000 word book. And if you still want your refund, then they will take a look at it, and it is discretionary, okay? So it's up to their discretion, but the minimum requirement for the 1-year refund is that you have to have written a 25,000 word book, and then they can take a look at it, all right? So let's talk about the pros and cons, okay? Is this actually really realistic to create an automated audiobook or ebook business, okay? And how does this actually work? How do we really make money from this, okay? So first, I would say that there are a few things that you have to understand about this, right? I would say that this is still very possible, but in order for you to create an ebook that's very successful is pretty challenging, okay? Because you have to understand that the way that your book gets seen is that it gets seen on Amazon by the listings, right? So you have to spend money on Amazon pay-per-click or audiobook pay-per-click marketing in order to push your listing to the top within your category. If you have the budget to do that and you're good at social media marketing, which you will learn from the course, right? And you get more exposure and eyeballs on your book, then potentially you can make some good money there, all right? So you get paid royalties every time somebody buys your book through Audible. That's kind of how it works. So the more copies you sell, the more money that you make, okay? But it's not the simplest thing because you are competing against a lot of authors within one platform, right? Within the Audible platform or the Amazon platform. So there is a limited amount of eye space or shelf space, if that makes sense, right? That's the challenging part about selling anything on Amazon or through Audible, because it's only sold on one platform, essentially, okay? The second thing that you have to understand about this, so you can make money, but it's not that simple, okay? The second thing that you have to understand about this particular strategy is that it's very expensive, okay? Because first of all, you have to be able to pay for the program, right? So the program itself is $6,000. Now you don't have to pay for that up front. You can break it up into 4 payments, which is pretty cool, but it's still pretty expensive for a course. Most courses cost $1,000, right? $500, $1,000, $2,000. So anything above that is considered pretty expensive, okay? Now it is a good course, but the reality is that it's probably one of the most expensive audiobook or ebook courses out there. All right, so if you have the budget for it, that's great, But on top of that, you have to understand that you still have to pay for the book creation, okay? So you have to pay a ghostwriter to write your book. That's a minimum of $1,000. You have to pay a narrator to narrate your book, which is $500 minimum, right? Or if you want to use some of the AI tech that they're talking about, there will be subscription fees to pay for the software, okay? So maybe you can work with a ghostwriter partly and then use AI tools, so that will bring your costs down a little bit, but you still need a little bit of money for the creation of the book. I would say minimum to create the book, $1,000 set aside per book that you want to create, okay? On top of that, you need to advertise, right? You got to do Amazon ads, Audible ads, right? That's going to cost you at least $500 to $1,000 a month to spend on advertising, right? So on top of the $6,000, you need another $1,000 for one book, okay? And then you need at least another $1,000 for ads. So minimum to get this strategy started is $8,000. Now, on the grand scheme of things, $8,000 is not that much money, all right? You're starting a real business here. I mean, if you were to start a restaurant is like $300,000, $500,000. If you want to buy a McDonald's franchise, easily $1 million, right? $500,000, around that range, okay? So starting an ebook or audiobook business is a lot more affordable, but unfortunately not everybody has $8,000 to, I would say, $10,000 lying around. That's just the reality of the situation, okay? If you do, then that's great, right? So I think that this is a little bit cost prohibitive for some people, but if you have $8,000 to $10,000, then I think that's the right budget for you to get into this particular program, okay? Now, let's talk a little bit about the scaling strategies, right? The way that the Mickelson twins teach you to scale is that you have to create multiple audiobooks, right? So you don't just create one, you then create two, you create three, you create four. That's how you scale. Now, in order for you to scale, you need the budget to scale, right? So that means that you have to pay for a ghostwriter and AI tools to write you another book. So that's going to be another $1,000, right? You have to pay someone to narrate the book. That's another $500, for example, okay? So there are costs involved with scaling, but that's essentially how you would scale. You would create more books, all right? So there is a scaling strategy, but you just have to understand that to scale, you need to spend more money in order to create more books. But then hopefully your ROI is there so that you can make some of that money back. But that's essentially how it works, okay? So not too bad if you want to become, a publisher on Amazon and Audible, but just understand that for some people it might be a little bit cost prohibitive because it is pretty expensive. It's one of the more expensive strategies, I would say, online in order for you to become a self-published author, all right? But if you can afford it and the budget, you've got the budget for it, then it's a pretty good course to teach you how to do that, all right? So if you want to check it out, it's actually at publishing.com, right? And once you come to publishing.com, just click on program, and then you can check out the AI Publishing Academy right here. And if you're ready, you can make a purchase right over here. Okay, hope you enjoyed this review. Now, if you are watching this video right now, maybe you are looking for a way to make money on the internet, but maybe you're not 100% set on becoming a self-published author, all right? There are many, many ways to make money on the internet. There are many different strategies. I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of them myself. I've been involved with many. I've invested thousands of dollars of my own money. I've built many, many businesses over the years. And to be fair, some are better than others, okay? So it just depends on what kind of entrepreneur that you want to be. But out of all of the businesses, I found that as a 100% beginner, if you're a beginner and you're looking to get to your first $5,000 to $10,000 a month, I think that there's one strategy that's great and will help you to get there a lot more easily. It's a lot more affordable, it's a lot more profitable, it's a lot more simple than a lot of other business models out there. So if you want to check that out, click the link below and I'll share with you my free training on exactly how to do that if you would like, all right? I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope to see you on another video review. Take care and all the best to you.